Welcome to yoga. My name is Sarah Beth, and before we begin, you'll need your mat, your block, or anything like a block. And when you're ready, make your way into a child's pose, with your knees wide, big toes together, arms long out in front of you, forehead resting on the mat. Take a few deep breaths in and out through your nose to relax. This is a grounding posture, a place where you can release unnecessary tension, flexing or gripping in your legs, hips, back and shoulders, even in the tiniest muscles in your face. All the while, your breath will become smooth and deep in and out through your nose. And rise up as you make your way into downward facing dog. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you like in this first down dog. With your hands gripping into the mat, fingers fanned out wide, press your chest towards your thighs and reach your hips high and back. To help your legs warm up, try bending one knee and then the other. Then settle into your downward facing dog, and to get deeper into our calves, place your left toes on your right heel. And give just a gentle assist, enough where you can feel a lengthening in your right calf. Breathe. Then switch sides. Replace your left foot back down and place your right toes on your left heel, giving just a little assist, enough so you feel a lengthening in your left calf. Great. Come back to your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, a big breath out. Now walk your feet towards the top of your mat, settling into a deep forward fold. With a generous bend in your knees, you can keep your feet hip distance if that's more comfortable. Arms long and heavy, neck is relaxed. Let your breath travel up and down your spine as your lower back relaxes and you settle deeper into this fold. For about 3 of those deep breaths. From your forward fold, cross your right shin in front of your left, bringing your ankles closer towards each other, and fold over your legs with crossed ankles. And give a gentle bend to your knees so you can fold forward, even inviting a little bit of weight into the ball mounts of your feet. Breathing in and out through your nose, deepen your breath, simply by exhaling more. Then release and switch sides. Cross your left shin in front of your right, bringing your ankles towards each other. Gentle bend in your knees, weight shifts to the ball mounts of your feet, a few deep breaths here. And release. Separate your feet about hip distance and crouch down, hips to your heels. And you can use your hands to support you on the mat, but tuck your chin and then relax your shoulders. And again, let your breath travel up and down your spine, creating space. come back to your forward fold with your heels driving down, head hanging heavy, a gentle bend in your knees so the muscles in your legs are engaged. Rise up into a mountain pose. Stand tall through the crown of your head and step your ankles and feet together to touch. Anchor down through all the edges of your feet and tighten up your core. For chair pose, begin to sit back into your hips as if someone was scooting a chair in behind you. Reach your hips back. Press your legs together so your legs are a strong base. Feel the muscles in your body firing up. And set up eagle, starting with eagle arms. Reach your arms forward and cross right under left. Bend at the elbows and cross again at the wrists. Now relax your shoulders away from your ears. Sink a little bit deeper into your hips and shift your weight into your left foot so you can lift your right leg to cross over your left, either kickstanding your toes out to the side or wrapping all the way around your calf. Now tighten everything up for 3, 2, 1. Completely release and just shake it out. I mean it. Jump around, shake your arms, shake your legs. So come back to your mountain. Ankles together, stand tall, core is engaged. Then sit back into your chair pose. Keep your legs very strong, inner thighs pressing together. Setting up eagle on the left side, reach your arms forward and cross left under right. Bend at the elbows, cross again at the wrists. Tendency is for those shoulders to hike up, so relax them down. Then shift your weight into your right leg and lift your left leg up and over, either kickstanding or wrapping all the way around. Sit low and tighten your twists for 3, 2, 1. Unravel and shake it out. Good job. Come back to mountain pose, take a big breath in, then forward fold as you breathe out, come all the way down. Now find halfway lift. Slide your hands up your shins, press your heart forward, and lengthen through the crown of your head. To get the most out of your halfway lifts, shift your weight forward to the ball mounts of your feet and hinge from your hips just millimeters so you can feel your hamstrings open up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now step your left foot back. Take a long stance between your feet, right ankle above your right knee, and then set up crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Drive back through your left heel as you sink into your right thigh, then lengthen up through the crown of your head. Everything is strong and calm. Focus on your breath as we hold these postures. Open up into Warrior 2. Spin your back heel down, arms reaching front and back. Engage your core so your belly is tight. And relax your shoulders away from your ears. Settle your gaze over your right fingertips. Find your breath here. For Reverse Warrior, keep your legs as they are and reach your right arm overhead. Let your left hand graze your back thigh. Inhale into the length on your right side body. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down and step your left foot forward into a forward fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift as you inhale, find your flat back. Forward fold as you exhale and step your right foot back. Long stance so your left knee is above your left ankle, then find your crescent lunge. Take a moment to set it up. This is an engaged posture. So drive through your back heel as you straighten out your back leg, even lifting the back of your right knee up towards the ceiling. As you sink into your hips, your lower belly engages to support your lower back, so you can lift up through the crown of your head and through your arms. Now open up to Warrior Two. Spin your back heel down, arms reaching front and back, shoulders soft, gaze is set over your left fingertips. This is called a drishti, so you're not distracted by anything else around you. You are focused. Core is strong. Breath is smooth. In and out through your nose. For Reverse Warrior, reach your left arm up, right hand grazes your back thigh, and your drishti, your gaze, follows your left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down, step your back foot forward into a forward fold, top of your mat. Take about 3 deep breaths here, finding the breath that will allow you to flow smooth and controlled, 1 breath, 1 movement. As we flow, I want you to focus on all the sensation within and between the poses. So when you're ready, find halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back. As you inhale, rise up for a crescent lunge, nice and strong. As you exhale, open up into Warrior Two, settle in. Reverse Warrior, as you breathe in, reach your right arm high. Then cartwheel both hands down to the mat as you breathe out and step your back foot forward for a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold, step your right foot back for crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open up into Warrior Two. Inhale to Reverse Warrior, left arm reaches high. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat, step your back foot forward into your fold and hold for just a couple of breaths. This time we'll flow 1 breath, 1 movement, but focus on refining your transitions so much that you're not actually hitting poses, but flowing between the postures. So when you're ready, inhale to halfway lift. Nice and fluid, exhale, forward fold, step your left foot back for crescent lunge as you breathe in. Open up into Warrior Two as you breathe out. Next is Reverse Warrior, big inhale. Then exhale, both hands down, step your back foot forward into your fold. For halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold, step your right foot back for crescent lunge as you breathe in. Next is Warrior Two. Reverse Warrior. Then forward fold, top of the mat. Hang out here. And we'll go 1 more time, 1 breath, 1 movement, flow. Next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back. Take crescent. Warrior Two. Reverse Warrior. Hands down, forward fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale to fold, step your right foot back. For crescent lunge. Then Warrior Two. Inhale to Reverse Warrior. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. And hold here. 3, 2, 1. Make your way back to Downward Facing Dog. Let's get deeper into the hips and find Half Pigeon. Bring your right knee up to your right wrist, even past your right wrist towards the right side of your mat. Lay your shin flat on the mat, and maybe someday your shin will be parallel to the top of your mat, maybe not, who cares? Most important is that your hips are square, so you can use your block to prop up your right hip if that helps. Both hips are squared out to the front of your mat. Right toes are flexing back to protect your right knee joint. Walk your hands up towards your hips and take a big inhale to puff up through your chest. Then exhale to walk your hands forward, maybe just a couple of inches, or lower down onto your forearms, or head down onto the mat. Really focus on using your breath to release tension and to relax into this intense posture for about 5 or 6 more breaths. Slowly rise and make your way back to downward facing dog. Pedal out your legs. And when you're ready, let's switch sides. Bring your left knee towards your left wrist, even past your left wrist towards the side of your mat. Lay your shin flat across the mat, but make sure your left toes are flexing towards your knee to help engage and protect your knee. If you used a block on the other side, or even if you just need it here, place your block underneath your left hip. Hips are squared off to the top of your mat, so both hip bones are even to the top of your mat. Walk your hands up to your hips, take a big breath in, then exhale to walk your hands forward or lower all the way down. As you sink into your hips, this is a posture that can feel more intense over time, so it's that much more important that you are aware of your breath and using your breath to keep your body calm. Even relax your shoulders, your jaw, your eyelids. For one more big breath in and big breath out. Slowly rise, make your way back to downward facing dog and pedal out your legs. And then lower your hips down into a child's pose. Arms out long in front of you, forehead rests on the mat, hips to your heels. Exhale everything out of your lungs. And take an even deeper inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Adding on, walk your left hand past the left side of your mat. And then walk your right hand over to meet it, lengthening out your entire right side body. Feel your breath create space between each rib. No need to strain for a deeper stretch. It's with relaxation and an awareness of your breath that you'll get the most out of these postures. So walk your hands back to center and switch sides. Walk your right hand past the right side of your mat, then walk your left hand over to meet it. Settle in, find your breath, and feel space lengthening between each rib on your left side. Even your jaw is relaxed. The muscles around your eyes are soft as you feel your smooth breath passing in and out through your nose. Walk your hands back to center and rise up and swing your legs out around in front of you for a seated forward fold. But first, just sit up tall. Flex your toes back towards you, engaging your thighs. Micro bend your knees so that you're not straining the backs of your knees. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, lengthen out of your hips. Then exhale to hinge from your hips, folding over your legs, and allow your shoulders and upper back to completely relax. Without actively moving your body, feel your inhales lengthen your spine. feel your exhales deepen your fold. Inhales creating length. Exhales melting deeper. For 3, 2, 1. Rise and come to lie down on your back for a bridge pose. With your feet flat on the mat, ankles and knees about hip distance apart. Press your palms down into the mat, and first tuck your tailbone up to the ceiling, lengthening out your lower back. Now maintain this engagement in your hips and tailbone and begin to peel your hips up off the mat. As you do so, keep your knees pressing forward and weight anchoring down evenly through your feet. Keep lifting your hips up as you feel your chest begin to lift. And to add a chest expansion, inch your hands together to interlace your fingers underneath you. Then press the pinky side edge of your hands into the mat to lift up even higher in this pose. Knees pressing forward, hips lifting up, chest is nice and open. Breathe into your belly for 3, 2, 1. First, release your hands, then lower your chest, middle back, and lower back down to the mat. Let your knees fall open so the soles of your feet come together. And touch your fingers together overhead, allowing your elbows to fall open, completely supported by the ground, so you look something like a figure 8. Allow your inner thighs to soften as you feel your belly rise and fall with your breath. Now use your core to draw your knees back together. And lower both knees down to the left. Just twisting and lengthening into your lower back. Soften into place and breathe into your belly. Draw your navel in to engage your core and bring your knees back to center. Then switch sides so your knees fall to the right. Breath is deep into your belly, creating space so you can relax deeper into this pose. Draw your navel in, then knees back to center. Take your arms down by your sides, palms facing down, and extend your heels straight up to the ceiling. Now you can stay here in legs up the wall as a modification. Otherwise, move into plow pose. Press into your hands and use your core to send your toes to touch the ground behind your head. Your hips will reach up, and then you can use your hands to support your lower back or even inchworm your hands towards your middle back. It's very important in a posture like this that you do not move your head side to side. Keep your gaze steady up towards the ceiling. This is a really intense posture, but trust me, the more you practice it, the more your body will respond. So breathe and stay calm within the intensity. And to add on for a shoulder stand, tuck your heels in towards your hips and very slowly and mindfully use your strong core to extend your heels up towards the ceiling. Your hands are still supporting your middle back and your gaze is still up. Stack your joints as much as you can by really straightening out your legs. And give a moment for your legs to drain. If it feels good, even wiggle out your toes, roll out your ankles. Using your hands to support your back, gently bend your knees, lowering your legs down, and then slowly and mindfully lower your hips back down and find happy baby pose. Thread your hands between your knees to grab onto your ankles or the arches of your feet. Then flatten out your back as much as you can, knowing that you can stay completely still or even rock a little bit side to side for some movement. Stay here or feel free to take any other posture your body is calling out for the next 3 to 5 breaths. And when you're ready, release. Make your way into your final shavasana. We'll take 1 full minute after I'm done talking and complete relaxation so your body can digest everything that you've just done. Your blood can flow, your energy can flow, and you can appreciate the sensations, the fruit of your practice. Now you're welcome to stay here, but if you're ready to come out now, reach your arms overhead, stretching toe tips to fingertips. Take a big inhale and exhale. Curl up on one side into a fetal position and use your hands to press yourself up to seated. Bring your hands together at heart center, gently close your eyes, and bring your awareness back to your breath, in and out through your nose. This is the breath that grounds you. This is the breath that keeps you focused. This is the breath that will take you further, on and off your mat. And this breath was always within you. Namaste.